Okay, good morning to all. So today we can start with that is introspection. So what do you mean by introspection? We have to using in the Java beans. So basically the introspection is a capability of finding the Java beans properties, methods and events. And another words we can call it as it is a techniques to obtaining the information about the Java Beans properties, Java Beans events and methods. So this is we can call it as an introspection. So in the next slide, we can see that what is the help of the introspections using in the Java Beans. Okay. So introspection means we can know that it is a capabilities of obtaining the information about the Java Beans properties, events and methods. So introspection is the automatic process. So when you assign to the introspection in our Java Beans coding, it is automatically processed when we which building the tools and find out the properties of the Java Beans, methods of Java Beans and event of a Java Beans and support. So introspection, we can describe how the method, properties, and events are discovered in the bean when we write in our code. So this process means that is the introspection process control the publishing and also discovering of the bean operations and properties without introspections. So the Java Beans technology could not operate it. So this is very important point. When you process the control or we are publishing the Java Beans operations and Java Beans properties, in that case, we cannot use introspection. The Java Beans technology could not operate it. So this is very important. So this is, we can call it as an introspection. Then what is the purpose of using introspection? So there is a main two concept or two main advantages of using introspection is one is the portability and another is the reuse. So then we can see by what is portability of using introspection. So it is very, very important. So the name suggested that is the portability means we can carrying the one place to the another place. We can call it as a portability. So the second advantage is the reuse. The name is suggested. We can using the code or any specific process. We can using more than one in the main program. That is a reuse. So we can using anywhere in our program anytime. So that is we can call it as a reuse. So we can go by the portability. What do you mean by portability? So when you write the Java Beans, everything is done in the only the Java platform. We know that when you write the Java Beans, the code should be in the Java because we have to save the Java Beans.java. That is an extension. So everything is done in the Java platform. So we can write the component once and reuse them everywhere. So this is the concept of using a portability. So there are no extra specification files that need to be maintained independently from our component code. Suppose in case I have to using the introspection in the Java platform. So there is no additional specification we can using in our Java component code. So this will get then an advantages of evolution or developing a Java API. So while maintaining the portability of our components. So this is, we can call it as a portability. Second one, the second one is a reusability. What is reusability? So you can see that some of the Java beans has been devised, design, convention, and that convention we can implementing for the appropriated interfaces and also extending the appropriated classes. So we can provide our component with the reuse potential that possibly exceeded our expectation. So this is, we can call it as a reuse. So reuse means, so when you extending the classes, or we are implementing the interfaces, or we can designing the convention. So in that purpose, we have to provide the component with the reuse a potential to exceed our expectations. So this is, we can call it as a reuse. So this is, we can call it as a the introspection and the purpose of introspection. So then next we can start with that is the customization. Customization means so we can modify our own design. That is, we can call it as a customization. That is a customizers. So customization means provides a mean for modifying the appearance and a behavior of the bean with an application builder. So this is very important point. When we have to build the application, in the same time, they have to appearance with the customer modifications. This is, we can call it as a customization. So it met our specification needs. And there are several level of customizations are available in the Java Bean developer to allow the other developer to get the maximum benefit from the Bean's potential functionality. So this is, we can call it as a customization. So what do you mean by customization? Customization means we can modify the appearance and the behavior of the Bean application when we have to build and to meet our specification need, so that the customizations is available for the Java Beans to develop the other developer also to get the benefits, that is the maximum benefits from the potential of functionality. So this is, we can call it as a customization. Then what is the role of customizer? So the role of customizer to provide the Java Bean developer to help the another developer to configure the Java Bean. So this is very important point the student will get. So in the one word, what is customizer? So customizer provides the Java Bean developer to help the other developer configure by the Java Bean. The second point, when the customizer can provide the step-by-step guide. So it is nothing but a guide to be flow of our process throughout the process that must be followed to use the component in specific context. So we can also provide the step-by-step guide throughout the process and follow the use of whatever the customer used to develop the component in a specific context. The third point, if the ability of the Java Bean to allow its properties to change in the build and also the execution phase. So this is another important point. The customizations component to ability to change the build and also the execution phase available in the Java Beans. So these are the three important points to when we are using the customization. So these are the following editors, that is the properties editors we are using in the customization. That is a customizer. The first one is the property editor interface, property editor supporter class, property editor manager class, customizer interface, and bean info interface. So these are the 4 important property editor in the customizer. And we can go for a bean can appearance. So we can see that the appearance of the bean and the behavior of the customizer at the designing time within the beans, the complaint builder tools. So there are 2 ways of customizing a bean. So this is another important point to be noted in the lab session. What are the 2 complaint builder tools we are using in the Java Bean property editor? So there is a 2 customized bean. The first one is when by using the property editor, and the second one by using the customizer. So these are the 2 ways of customizing the bean when we are at the designing time. So we can go by the using property editor. So each bean property has its own property editor. Okay. So when you build a tools, the Java Bean property has its own property editor. So the NetBeans, that is the GUI, graphical user interface builder, usually display the beans property editor in the Windows property. So the property editor that can always associated with that one of the particular property type and edit that property type. So property type means we have to modify or we have to edit any one of the particular property. So this is by using a property editor. Second one, by using the customizer. So customizer will give the complete picture of GUI control over the bean customization, so that the customizer use that one particular property editor and are not the any particular or any applicable. So this is by using only the modification, not for any particular or not for any applicable. So when you're using any one property editor, so the customizer can be modified. So unlike a property editor, which is associated with property, the customizer is associated with particular Java Bean. So this is by using the customizer. And next we can go by very important topic in examination. We can ask what is Java Beans, briefly explain the bean properties. So Java Bean is specification, we can defining the following types of properties. The first one is a simple, second one is indexed, third one is bound, and fourth one is constraint. So what do you mean by a simple bean property? A simple bean property is a single value. Those who changes are independent of changing in any other property. A Java Bean simple property is a single value whose changes are independent of changes in any other property. Only a single value can be changed independently of any other property. That is, we can call it as a simple property. Then indexed property, it supports a range of value instead of single value. Indexed means between the 2 values. So ranging between 10 to 100. So it is not supported only one single value, but it supports the range of value. The third one is bound property. it changes the property result in notification, whatever you being sent to some other being. So this is very important. Bond property means, suppose in case I have to develop the one editor. So one editor property can be changed, whatever the output of the result to notification being sent to the any other being. And the fourth one, constraint. Constraint means a bean property which change the property result of the bound property, that should be a validation by any other bean. So the other bean may be reject the change if it is not appropriated. So you can see that bond and constraint is very simple. So bond property means changing the property result notification being sent to the any other bean. But constraint, the result will be validation by any other bean, and we can also send to the other bean. But if you not satisfy the appropriated editor, we can reject it. So that is, we can call it as a constrained bean property. Artha aita?
Yes, sir.
Students, idiro illo?
Yes, sir. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು.
ಓಕೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ 28 ಜನ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ಇರೋದು 19 ಜನ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಆಬ್ಸೆಂಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೋ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿಗೆ ಕೂರಿಸ್ತಾರೋ ಇಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಹುಷಾರು. ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಾಲ್ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ನಿಮ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿ, ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ದವರು ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಕ್ಕೆ. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ದಂಗೆ ಈ ಸತಿ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ 19 ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಂದು ಸೇರಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ 18 ಜನ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಇದ್ರೆ? ಅನುಪ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಟೋಗ್ಯಾನ್.
ಸರ್ ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್.
ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಇದ್ರಪ್ಪ ಹೋದ್ಸತಿ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್?
23 ಇದ್ರು ಸರ್. ಒಂದ ಸರ್ ಸೇರಿ 23 ಇದ್ರು.
ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ 22. ಇವತ್ತು ಯಾಕೆ ಇನ್ನು 3 ಜನ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ?
ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ನಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾನ್ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಸರ್. ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ ಹೇಳದ್ ನಾನು?
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ?
Yes, sir.
ಹಾ ಸರ್, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ.
Yes, sir.
Okay, next. So next we can go for a property, that is a bean properties. So bean properties can be classified as the following. The first one is a writable, second one is a read only, and the third one is hidden. So we can go for the bean property, that is a writable property. So we can, writable means the name is suggested, we can modify or we can change the whatever you edit the property. So in that case, we can containing a 3 property can change in the writable. One is the standard, second one is an expert, and the third one is preferred. So these are the 3 properties under the writable properties of the Java bean. The second one is read only. The name is suggested that is the bean property that cannot be changed. And the hidden, the name is suggested that the bean property can be changed. However, these properties are not disclosed with the bean info class. So these are the 3 bean properties. It is very important. It can be asked in the lab. What are the properties of bean properties? So writable, read only, hidden. Writable means the property can be changed. There are 3 categories: standard, expert, preferred. Second one is read only. The property cannot be changed. Hidden means the property can be changed. However, it can not disclose with the bean info class. Okay, then we can go with a simple properties. So simple property means we can refer to the private variables, whatever you declare in the Java beans, that can have only a single value. Simple property means we can access only the single value. The simple properties are retrieved and also can specified by using some get and set method respectively. This is very important. Student, the simple property will act only the single value, and that single value can be retrieved and we can specify it using by the get and set method respectively. Okay. Then we can also using retrieve and specify means get and set means write and read. So the read or write property as the both of this method to access the value. So we can read the value or we can write the value to access the value by using some get and set method. When the get method is used to read the value of the property, whereas the set method that sets the value of the property. So you can know that. Then there is a two methods we can see in the previous classes. One is the set xxx and the get xxs. So these are the method to set and get or retrieve and specify the value of the method by using, and this is the heart of the Java Beans property mechanism, that is set xxx and get xxs. So these are the two methods, and we can also call it is a heart of the Java Beans property mechanism. So this is another questions in the YO will ask what are the two bean property mechanism to retrieve and specify the simple property. One is the set xxx and the get xxx method. And we can also call it as the getter and setter. So we can also see that in the previous classes. So the getter and setter means we can, that is the accessor or mutation, that is the accessor method you to set the property value. So these are the, we can call it as a simple properties. So we can go by the get method syntax. So very simple. That is a public, that is the return type, get of property name. For an example, public means everyone should be visible. The return type, that is a T, and we can using the property name as N and using the method as get. So public T get N. Or also we can return as a public void. So there is no nothing written the value. I can set the N property name of T return type, that is an argument. Argument is nothing but a parameter. So we can see that N is the name of the property and T is the type. Type is nothing but a data type. So this example, we can see that. So example, public, a double get the get depth, that is the name of the function, and return the depth. So read the only a property has only the get method we can using. So we can using the syntax, that is the public void. We can set the property name and data type and value, that is public void set N of T argument. Okay. So second one, that is an indexed property. So indexed property, where it is there? One is a simple. So you can see that this is a simple property. And second one is an indexed. So the indexed property. So the name suggested indexed means between the range. It is not instead of using only the single value, but we can using the range between the two values. That is by using indexed property. So instead of a single value, so with the bean classes, we can provide the method. So we can retrieve and access and specifying by using the two methods, getting and setting of the entire array. So index property represent it is a collection of value because it between the two range. It is a collection of value can access. For an example, like an array or by the index, we can using to collect a collection of value accessed. So what is index property represent? It is a collection of value can access between the get and set method, like a array and index. The index property, a design patterns are. So there is a design pattern means a standard design pattern are available in the index property. So we can go by the two types. One is a method to access the entire index property array, and another one, the method to access the individual value, because it is a collection of value can access by the individual value. So there is a two syntax we are using, one for the entire index array and the second is access the individual values. So we can go by the syntax, a public property type, or may not be using the subscript and get the property name. So example, that a public void, this first one is a get because we can access. So we can set the property, that is a public void set property name or property type of this subscript value. So this is, we can using this syntax, the method to access the entire indexed property array. The second one is the method to access the individual values. So one was the get and another was the set. So same type, that is public property type, get property name of int index. So int index means we can specify whatever one particular value can be get it. So set public void set property name int index, then property type the value, so we can access individual values in the group of property. And the first one is we can access the entire index property array. So confirming these above two methods, whatever the builder can tools to build, we can know that our bean contains as indexed property. So when you go for the property type, property name, and get and set value, so the user can know that our beans are containing an index property. So this is by using index property. So we can see that is a design patterns. So the index property can have a design pattern, a design pattern for the events. So in that context, so the some of the events to be see that I think it is a 6 events are to build a design property. First one is an handling the event in Java Beans. Second one, user defined Java Beans. Third one, creating the customer event. Fourth one, creating the event class. Fifth one, creating the event listener. And the final, the event handler, that is creating the event alert. So then we can move the third bean property, that is a bond property. Okay, so we can go by one. So last 4 minutes is there. So I can complete this slide only today. Then I can stop here. So first one, that is in handling the event in Java Beans. So there is a 3 important points. So event that we can handling the Java Beans in event ways. For an example, when you click the mouse or pressing the enter key, something is there. So how to handle the event by using the Java Beans? The first point is we can enable the beans to communicate and connect together. First, you can communicate whatever the properties can be active, and then connect a particular property together. So this is the first point to remember to handling the event in Java Beans, enables beans to communicate and connect together. The second one, when the Java Beans generate the events, and that particular events can be sent another object or other object. So I have to create the Java Beans event so that we can send to other object. The third point, so event means any activity that can be interrupt whatever the current activities are going. So we can interrupt. For an example, when a mouse click, suddenly something is interrupted. Press the key. Example. So these are the example. So when the activities are going on of the current event, we can interrupt. So this type that interrupt can be handled by using the Java Beans. So these are the 3 important points to be remembered when the handling the event in Java Beans. The second one, finally, there are 2 minutes is there. You can see that. So user defined Java Beans. So we can interact with the help of the user defined. User defined means user can define a function or an event. So which is called as a customer. So interact with the help of the user defined event. So user can define to interact with the help of any other event. So which is called it as a custom event. So that the Java event delegation model to handle this type of events. So there is a delegation component or delegation event. So they are, first one is an event source, second one is an event listener and event object. So event source means you can generate the events and informs all the event listener to register it. So means the first part event source means to indicates the listener to generate with it. And second one, you can receive the notification when the event generates of event. The third point, when represent all the various type of events, so they can be generated by the event source. So these are the 3 component of event delegation models are there in the user defined Java Beans. Okay, so today I can stop here. So tomorrow we'll start with creating the custom events, creating the event class, event listener and event handler. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.